Two words nobody expected to hear right now: end and dynasty. But that's exactly what's echoing loud and clear. The latest 3 updates about the Chiefs have created a tense atmosphere in Kansas City. Stephen A. Smith threw gas on the fire, saying the Super Bowl loss may have left a lasting scar. The division? A complete minefield. And to top it off, Travis Kelce just received news that reportedly shook him in the last few hours. What's really going on with the most dominant team in the NFL? If you're a true Chiefs fan, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single detail. Let's get into it. Stephen A. Smith lit the fuse on some spicy Chiefs talk, saying this season might be the one where Kansas City finally hits a wall. And not because of talent, but because of the emotional gut punch they took in last season's Super Bowl. Smith, on First Take, didn't question the football side of things. He knows Mahomes is a generational freak under center. But he's wondering out loud, what kind of mental baggage comes from getting whooped on the world's biggest stage, by 18 points no less? That's not just a loss. That's a scar. The Chiefs have already been here before. After they got smoked by Tom Brady and the Bucs to end the 2020 season, they didn't even sniff the Super Bowl the next year. And now, after getting rolled again, this time by the Eagles, 40-22, Smith sees the writing on the wall. He dropped a stat that should make any Mahomes fan flinch. Only one other QB has lost multiple Super Bowls by 18-plus points, and that's John Elway. And even he had to eat some brutal L's in the 80s before riding off into the sunset with 2 rings in the late 90s. Smith's point? If there's one knock you can put on Mahomes, it's this trend. He's got the MVPs, the rings, the comebacks, the swagger. But when his O-line collapses, so does the whole machine. And in those moments, they don't just lose, they get wrecked. To their credit, the Chiefs didn't waste any time after that Philly beatdown. They went shopping. Big time. They handed Jalen Moore a 2-year, $30 million deal to beef up protection, and used a first-round pick on Ohio State stud Josh Simmons, who might have gone higher if not for a knee injury. Since the jump in training camp, Simmons has locked down that left tackle spot like a vet. But even with the reinforcements, the noise is getting louder. Smith's not alone in thinking this might be the season the dynasty hits a speed bump. Baltimore's loaded, Buffalo's hungry, and Smith even gave a nod to Denver's defense as a possible Chiefs streak killer in the AFC West, where Kansas City's owned the crown for 9 straight years. And, if you thought that was heavy, wait until you hear what just came out about the division and the danger KC is walking into in 2025. All right, so here's the deal. The Kansas City Chiefs are heading into 2025 with a chip on their shoulder and a dynasty to protect. But make no mistake, the heat is cranked way up this year. After getting embarrassed in Super Bowl LAX by the Eagles, yeah, that 40-22 beatdown still stings, Kansas City's walking into the new season not just hungry, but borderline furious. For a franchise that measures success only in Lombardi trophies, that loss was a gut punch. They weren't just outplayed, they were outclassed. And now, they're on a mission to make damn sure it doesn't happen again. But the path forward? It's murky. The AFC West is suddenly looking like a straight-up gauntlet. We're talking about the most stacked division in football, top to bottom. Denver's in year 2 of the Sean Payton-Bo Nix experiment, and it's not looking like a joke. The Chargers got Jim Harbaugh molding Justin Herbert into something terrifying. And the Raiders? They're rolling out Chip Kelly's offense, Geno Smith behind center, and have legit weapons like Max Crosby and Brock Bowers ready to blow up. And don't sleep on Ashton Jeanty either. He's already making noise as a potential offensive rookie of the year. Colin Cowherd put it plain, it's not about hating on KC, it's just the new reality. The coaching lineup alone in this division looks like a future Hall of Fame ballot. And even in-house, the Chiefs are dealing with the clock ticking. Travis Kelce? Might be his last ride. Chris Jones? Not getting younger. Andy Reid? Still a genius, but even geniuses age. And then there's Mahomes. Yeah, he's still that dude, the best in the league. But he's now taken 2 Super Bowl smackdowns on the chin. That's not just a blemish, it's a mental hurdle. Legends get judged on how they respond to getting humbled on the biggest stage. But it doesn't stop there, because the third story hit fans right in the heart. Travis Kelce might be just one step away from the end. Travis Kelce's about to step into maybe the most pressure-packed season of his career. And not just because the Chiefs are gunning for revenge. Kansas City's laser-focused on getting back to the mountaintop, and they know damn well the outside noise is louder than ever. Folks are doubting the dynasty, questioning the roster, and yeah, putting a magnifying glass on Kelce like never before. And no, it's not just because of his A-list love life. Though let's be real, it's hard to ignore when you're dating the pop star of the planet. But the real storyline here? This might be Kelce's last dance. He's 36, he's already locked in a Hall of Fame resume, and he's got nothing left to prove, except that he can still dominate and go out on top. You can feel it. He wants one more ring, one last Super Bowl, one perfect ending. And according to folks like Mad Dog Russo, that's a tall order. Russo didn't sugarcoat it on First Take. He said flat out that Kelce faded hard last season and that expecting greatness at 36, especially at tight end in a smash-mouth league like the NFL, is just too much. He's old, Russo said, plain and simple. He threw in the question of distractions, too. Maybe a nod to the Swift effect. Maybe just a shot at the wear and tear of age. Either way, he's not betting big on Kelce putting up monster numbers this year. But here's the thing, Kelce's not showing up to be average. Word is, he came into this offseason stronger, sharper, and more dialed in than he was last year. He knows what's at stake. The Chiefs need him to be that guy. If this team wants to hoist another Lombardi, they need vintage Kelce, the mismatch nightmare, the third down magician, the security blanket for Mahomes when everything breaks down. The warning signs are flashing. Mahomes has to bounce back. The division is pure chaos, and Kelce might be on his final run. The Chiefs' future is on the edge. If you liked the video, subscribe now and stay on top of every update.